The big problem is people make terrible business decisions on a daily basis. 220 coaching sessions a month for this entire year. Saw 3 types of agents. Group number 3, they fell off like a cliff. We have to just stop treating business planning like Let's go over the 5 biggest lessons that we learned in the business planning season. As we wrap up 2025, there's 5 big lessons I learned in business planning. We're going to dive into those today. As we wrap up business planning season, we have to just stop treating business planning like a restaurant decision. What are we going to eat tonight? I don't know. How do you feel? What's exciting? What is everybody else doing? What's hot and trending right now? Maybe I'll just do a little bit of that. In today's session, we're going to cover the 5 most important lessons I learned from coaching 220 coaching sessions a month for this entire year. And I saw 3 types of agents. Agents number 1, that actually absolutely had their best year ever in this marketplace of 2025. They took more market share when market share was going down. Great. Group number 2, they had the same year that they did last year. Same kind of production, sales volume, same income. Group number 3, they fell off like a cliff. So in today's session, let's go over the 5 biggest lessons that we learned in the business planning season and what to set you up for success for 2026. Number 1, the big problem is people make terrible business decisions on a daily basis, and their business plan is not guiding them into better decisions on a daily basis. Each week, I've been asking an agent, hey, tell me, what are you working on in your business right now? And for most of them, they actually forgot. They don't even know what they're working on in their business. And so to me, that's a business plan failure mechanism. What happens is each and every day, let's say you had a showing appointment booked today at 2 p.m. and that appointment cancels. Then you've got this, window of 2 hours open and available to you. Problem is most of you guys, you just kind of default to Instagram, email, signing up for some new webinar, maybe watching some YouTube, chit-chatting, or, even worse, they just don't do anything. And so when you have a free 30 minutes to an hour, you need a guide, you need a plan, you need something that helps you to see the priorities. So you make a good business decision, and then you apply that business decision, you use that time to grow and scale your business. So for those that were absolutely took, best year of their career in 2025 in one of the hardest markets with 7% interest rates, and all kinds of uncertainty, they were using that 30 minutes, that hour, and they were going all in and getting things done when everybody else was either just doing the same or worse, doing nothing. Critical lesson number 2 in business planning season is if you do not have a 5-year audit broken down by lead source, whatever goals that you set for yourself in 2026 are not based on reality. This becomes the math, right? This becomes the filter in which you can go, yeah, here is the lead source that I was the most successful in 2025. Oh, wow. Yeah, look back 24. Was it the same? 23, 22, 21. And what's been trending up and what's been trending down. And so any planning without a 5-year audit and looking at your top performers, usually your plan, whatever you're going to do is not going to work. Generally speaking, everybody does when they do planning. Add a 0, find your motivation, talk about your why. That stuff is great, but how did you get those appointments? How did you get the buyers? How did you get the sellers? What were the sources that were the most successful in helping you acquire all of that business? When you do the 5-year audit, it opens up all of the intelligence you need to have some certainty about how your business operates. Lesson number 3, it's answering the fundamental questions. Number 1, where are you underperforming as a compliment? Now, I know this is a little weird. What do I mean by that? too many agents, when I break down and look at where their business came from, I find these opportunities. I find that you did some open houses, but your conversion was really high. And then when I go, well, gosh, how often are you committed to doing open houses? You're like, well, I don't know. But actually, open houses was highly successful for you. When we look at classically with top agents, this is the number one. Their clients do a lot of repeat business with them. Their sphere of influence does business with them. What that means is that they are a great real estate agent. Their clients want to use them again, and their friends in their community choose to use them over the competition. But what I see is the referral count is really low. That is underperforming as a compliment. Great agent, not getting the referrals and recommendations that they deserve. Very simple. Number two question is, where do you need to double down on? And if you double down on something, you could increase your revenue dramatically. A simple example of that is someone might have a geographic farm that they totally dominate, and it's 500 homes, and they do a couple transactions every year like clockwork, and they get listings and they get buyers, and it's just become this really great thing, and they got a nice system. Hello, double down. What do I mean? Turn that thing from 500 to 1,000, from 1,000 to 5,000, and now you have a really nice business asset. And of course, question number three is, what do you need to get rid of? What is not working? Where did you invest a lot of money, time, and training that you just need to let go of so you can focus on your primary sources of income? Lesson number 4, the power of a simple business plan. The 1-3-5 is what I really like. 1 goal, 3 priorities, 5 strategies to achieve the 1 goal. I love a longer, more extensive business planning session, meaning that there's multiple components. So all of the great coaching environments, there are goals, visions, plans, future. Then there's some type of auditing of physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, charities, kind of wheel of life stuff. That's great. Then there's production reporting. Then there's some accountability to productivity metrics. Then there is some type of P&L. Maybe there's some type of marketing plan. And so, you can have this, 10, 15, 20, 30 page business plan, and that is fantastic. But what is, we need a summary of that condensed into 1 page and or something that you can look at on a whiteboard. So I'm looking at my whiteboard right there, and there's the 3 priorities with some strategies that I need to accomplish. You get the little 1 pager that I put on my desk right here, and I can look at it every single day. The reason why the 1-3-5 works so well, in my opinion, is because easy to look at, it's easy to edit, update, and improve, and that keeps you very focused on what you're trying to accomplish. I don't believe that agents really have a work ethic problem per se. A lot of great agents want to work hard. They're highly motivated. They're willing to put in a lot of effort. What I believe is that they're actually too distracted and not focused. And so the 1-3-5 1 page or up on a whiteboard keeps the top agents focused. It helps them make better business decisions on a daily basis. Lesson number 5, last but the best, which is what I refer to this year as Groundhog's Day, the Groundhog's Day Marketing Plan. This is such a key insight, and I've been talking about this for years, but really this year I was forcing agents to really confront this. In your marketing plan, your lead gen marketing plan, we have every year the same year. We've got a January, February, March, quarter 1, season, winter. You've got April, May, June, the spring market, Q2, probably one of the most important cycles, 3 months of the year. Then you go into June through the summer months. Then you go into the fall. Then you go into the holiday season. This is Groundhog's Day. One of my clients was asking me, what should I do for the holiday season? And I'm like, how many years have you been in the business? And she said 12. And I'm like, so over the 12 years, what have you done every single year that you liked, that worked, that made sense, that connected you with your community and your friends? And then in January, what did you do every year? What do you think we should do based upon the market in the season? My commitment to everybody this year is that this Groundhog's Day marketing plan, it should just be, we just go back, we look at what we did, we then plan into that, and then we just make improvements. And so planning and marketing is simple. Finally, I found that most agents just don't understand how to make planning useful. And they don't see that relationship between planning, a useful tool, focus, increase in productivity, increase in production and income. Tying all those things together is the critical piece to the puzzle, right? For all my clients who were literally taking massive market share, it's because they were confident in what they were going to invest their time and energy into that was going to grow their business. Those that were failing may have been working hard, but they had a lack of confidence. They didn't know where to invest their time. They didn't know where to invest their money. And so then any webinar, any sales pitch came through and they end up giving away their money and giving away their time. In 2025, go down that list of the 5 things. What do you need to do to improve your plan, right? Put a comment down below. What's the number 1 thing you'd want me to expand on in future videos? Now, for those of you, I have a newsletter that I want all of you guys to get yourself signed up for. I call it the AIM 3, Architect, Implement, Maximize to 3 million in GCI. Make sure you go down below and get yourself signed up for the newsletter. And I'm going to work on more 5 things that I've learned in 2025 on the next one. So give this a thumbs up, leave a comment, and then of course, subscribe if you haven't already. All right, we'll see you on the next one.